Hello, everyone. Welcome to TR Digital, your daily guide to all that's happening in Indian cricket. Beyond the Boundary is the name of the show. And today's topic is IPL retentions. We've got Nitin Naik, who's joining us from Mumbai. Sahil
Hi.
Malhotra joins us from NCR. And we've got Pratyush joining us also from NCR. We'll have a couple of more guests joining us shortly. It's going to be a packed show. Starting off with you, Nitin, what are you expecting most? We already had the trade announcements. What are you expecting from the retentions, releases? What are you expecting right now?
I'm a bit shocked with some of the releases. I was a bit shocked at the fact that KKR chose to let Andre Russell go. A guy who has done so much for them. Him and Sunil Narayan, I think, have been the two constants really for a franchise that have seen the highs and also seen a lot of lows. Um, I thought both Narayan and Russell were what Kyron Pollard was to MI. The one superstar there. I think he won them the final with the ball in 2024, uh, and because he has been used also very sporadically. He has not been given enough deliveries to really crack open the game, nor has he been used with the ball. I thought off late, he has been bowling really, really well. So I was a bit surprised that KKR. I mean, I thought Russell was KKR through and through, and he's been someone that I've been shocked by the fact that he's been released.
Sahil, in about 8 minutes' time, we are expecting that official announcements will start coming on the official broadcaster of IPL. What are you expecting most? Anything that you don't know?
No, I think more or less now we are kind of aware about what's happening, and Andre Russell is the latest development which is coming through that he's not going to be retained by KKR. Again, a big shocker, and I think it kind of happened because when KKR tried trading for KL Rahul, um, even Delhi weren't interested in Andre Russell. So Andre Russell's market value has kind of diminished over the last couple of years, and it was only KKR who were seeing some sort of value attached in his game. They have understood that he's at the back end of his career. The runs aren't coming at a consistent rate. They aren't trusting him with the ball. Even after him giving those crucial breakthroughs whenever he was given an opportunity to bowl. So all those things summed together, I think आंड्रे रसल का टाइम हो चुका था और कोशिश किया था केकेआर ने दिल्ली को आंड्रे रसल चिपकाने के लिए. दिल्ली ने हाथ खड़े कर दिए. देना है तो रिंकू दे दो, हर्षित दे दो, रघुवंशी दे दो, आंड्रे नहीं लेंगे. So तभी से आंड्रे के मार्केट वैल्यू का अंदाजा लग गया था. And at 10-12 CR, Andre Russell doesn't really make sense in 2025. He has given you his golden years. Get him in the backroom staff as a mentor, power hitting coach. जूलियन जैसे वो फेमस एक पावर हिटिंग कोच है वैसे बना दो रसल को यार. अभी हो गया वो
प्रत्युष
क्रिकेट.
प्रत्युष आपका डायलॉग साहिल ने बोल दिया कि टाइम खत्म हो गया.
मैं तो इसका टाइम खत्म करता हूँ अच्छा करने लग जाता है. तो I think I believe Andre Russell will go big. The teams will need him. I mean, those teams जिनका finisher का issue है, and थोड़े cheap आएंगे maybe. And you never know, KKR will go. RTM अगर होता है अभी तो KKR might go for him also. To they were desperate to get that purse a bit more thicker. So बहुत हालत खराब थी उनकी. So yeah, it was on the cards. Like between him and Sunil Narayan, they were supposed to release one. So it looked like with Venki Iyer rupees 23 crore. तो मतलब तो उनको they are going for an overhaul. मतलब एक तरीके से reset button ही है होगा उनका. So I won't be surprised if other teams will go. Teams like GT might go for Andre Russell. They'll need a finisher down there if they can get Andre Russell for cheap for 1 or 2 seasons who can bowl 2 overs and play 10-12 balls. Because you expect Sai, Butler, and Subman to bat till 16-17 overs, right? Then you need that finishing mid-arc touch down the order. So GT could be the destination for Andre Russell. Yeah.
Nitin, do you still believe that Andre Russell has a market like Pratyush believes?
Yeah. I mean, especially I because what Pratyush said that these three guys play around 16.
Yes, Sahil. Do you
Yeah.
still believe It's Andre Russell as a market.
No, primarily because why I see he still has a market because abhi Chandresh bhai, the auction dynamics of demand and supply will again take over. There are multiple franchises who need that middle order finishing kind of role, player in the Klassen mold, player in the Shimron Hetmeyer mold, Tristan Stubbs mold, and you could take that cheap punt on Under Russell, not go beyond 3-4 CR. See if you can get them at that value. जैसा प्रत्युष ने कहा, 1 or 2 years stopgap solution. A franchise like GT, maybe a franchise like SRH कि क्लासन के बाद अगर नीचे कोई फिनिशिंग टच के लिए चाहिए, अगर आपको कैम ग्रीन नहीं मिलता, आप वो कर लो. मे बी केकेआर खुद चले जाएगा 3-4 करोड़ रुपए के ऊपर कि 7-8 करोड़ फ्री अप कर दिया, इजी हो जाएगा. और आपको इट अलाउज यू टू हैव अ फेयर शॉट एट द ऑक्शन. दैट्स ऑल आई एम सेइंग. लाइक नो वन शुड टेक दीज रिटेंशंस रिलीजेस मतलब टू द हार्ट because I personally am of the opinion that if you can get the same player back at a cheaper value, it allows you a fair shot at getting the squad right before the next season. So wouldn't be surprised if KKR go again for him at a cheaper value.
Pratyush, basically Sahil is saying दिल पे मत ले यार.
right जी. I
हाँ?
mean, आंड्रे रसल का मैं तब इतना बड़ा फैन नहीं हूँ, बट लाइक इट्स अ 10 टीम टूर्नामेंट. सो आई सो यू माइट सी हिम प्ले फॉर मोर देन 2-3 years. आई थिंक अभी उस तरीके का जो क्रिकेटर का जो ब्रांड है ना, वो जो फास्ट बॉलिंग कर ले एंड हु कैन हिट सिक्सेस एट विल. And even West Indies cricket has failed to produce cricketers like him. There is a Romario Sifford in RCB's rank, but he's not 140 click. So Russell is still, I feel, a valuable asset. I think I mean, KKR won't. I mean, I don't think KKR is going to be. If they'll get him under 5 CR, well enough. But I think he'll get more than 5 CR. तो हाँ.
अच्छा, एक सवाल है साहिल जो बार बार आकांक्षा गोयल पूछ रही है, मतलब 50 बार पूछ चुकी है हमारे चैट विंडो पे. हाउ इज गिल? बता
No,
सकते हैं
he
आपको?
मतलब ठीक तो नहीं लगा यार. ऑब्वियसली अभी चंद्रेश भाई पीएमओए के अंदर फोन वोन तो अभी अलाउड है नहीं, तो किसी से बात तो हो नहीं सकती. मे बी इन अ कपल ऑफ आवर्स वील गेट सम मोर क्लैरिटी, बट ही लुक्ड इन अ लॉट ऑफ पेन. ही वाजंट मूविंग हिज नेक व्हेन ही वाज वॉकिंग बैक, एंड दिस इज ये गिल के साथ पहले भी हो चुका है. ही हैज अ हिस्ट्री ऑफ
Next,
दीस नेक स्पैजम्स. सो अभी देखना पड़ेगा. बट द गुड पार्ट इज सौरव गांगुली हैज एंश्योर्ड एन अर्ली फिनिश फॉर द इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम. द क्यूरेटर एंड गांगुली टुगेदर क्या ब्यूटीफुल ट्रैक बनाया है. एक साइड से कुछ कर रहा है, एक साइड से कुछ कर रहा है. तो मैच तो कल सेकंड सेशन तक खत्म हो ही जाएगा, तो आराम ही आराम है.
एक साइड वो हाईकोर्ट एंड से तो बैटिंग ही नहीं हो पा रहा है. वो तारीख विकेट पे विकेट जा रहा है एक साइड पे.
ऐसा जब पंजाब का कहते हैं रणजी ट्रॉफी जो पंजाब लास्ट टाइम जीती 89, 90, 91, 92 गुस्पा और जो सारे. सो द पिच बिशन सिंह बेदी प्रिपेयर्ड वाज फॉर अ भारती विज. एक तरफ बिल्कुल पाटा और एक तरफ अखाड़ा. तो उसमें महाराष्ट्र के खिलाफ फाइनल था और ऐसा ही हो रहा था. एक साइड से रन बन रहे थे और एक साइड से भारती विज एक टप्पा पकड़ के विकेट पे विकेट निकाले जा रहे थे. मतलब दिस हमारे मेरे जन्म से पहले की बात है. आई हैव हर्ड स्टोरी फ्रॉम द लाइक्स ऑफ गुरशरण सिंह एंड ऑल, बट या दिस इज इट लुक्स लाइक Kotla looks like that. Sorry, Eden Garden looks like that kind of pitch, and I want to hear what Coach Gambhir would have to say. बिकॉज यहाँ 5 दिन तक मैच गया तो उनको कोटला की पिच पसंद नहीं आई थी कि कैरी नहीं है, बाउंस नहीं है. यहाँ तो अभी 3 दिन में खत्म हो रहा है. सो इंटरेस्टिंग. या
नहीं, गुरशरण को बोलना भी नहीं चाहिए. ही वाज द कैप्टन, तो उनको ज्यादा बोलना भी चाहिए. लुधियाना में हुआ था ये मुकाबला.
लुधियाना वाला पीएयू ग्राउंड. या
93 में हुआ था. और मुझे अच्छी तरह से याद है बिश्पा जी वहाँ पे कोच थे, हेड कोच थे. क्या हो रहा है साहिल? आपके साथी एक साथ एक एक करके जा रहे हैं सब छोड़ के. आप भी रिलीज और रिटेंशन कर रहे हो क्या?
नहीं, कॉल आ गया था.
अच्छा, सबसे बड़ा सवाल है साहिल, ये आखिरकार ये अर्जुन तेंदुलकर का हो गया रिलीज टू एलएसजी. फॉर मी दैट वाज अ शॉकर. आई नेवर थॉट ही विल मूव आउट ऑफ एमआई.
हाँ, आई थिंक अभी उनके वेल विशर्स, द फादर हिमसेल्फ वुड हैव रियलाइज्ड कि यार अभी खेलने को तो चाहिए है ना. मतलब बेंच पे बैठना. और मैं तो चंद्रेश भाई फर्मली ऑफ द ओपिनियन हूँ कि मतलब अर्जुन तेंदुलकर कुछ भी कर रहा हो, पर इतना भी कोई माड़ा प्लेयर नहीं था कि एमआई ने उसको बिल्कुल भी चांस नहीं दिया. इफ यू रिमेम्बर देयर वाज दैट I think Nitin Bhai got disturbed. Yeah. So if you remember, there was that year for MI जहाँ पे everyone made their debut, but Arjun Tendulkar was on the bench. So अगर आप convince नहीं हो, don't do some sort of lip service here by having him in the squad. Give him a fair crack. He's playing first class cricket. He's playing all three formats for Goa. He works hard on his game. So अगर opportunity LSG में मिलता है, GT में मिलता है, RR में मिलता है, कहीं भी मिलता है, game time is important, which he was not getting at MI. मतलब लास्ट ईयर भी अश्विनी अश्विनी आके बाहर के बॉलर्स खेल गए जो फर्स्ट सीजन में आके इंस्टेंटली प्लेइंग 11 मिल गई. तो अगर आप कन्विंस नहीं हो तो रिलीज कर दो बॉलर को यार. व्हाई कैरी एक्स्ट्रा बैगेज व्हिच अफेक्ट्स an individual's growth also. So I hope Arjun kind of gets out of that comfort zone of MI when he moves to LSG, works on his game, gets a few games, and works with Bharat Arun very closely, because that's going to do his confidence and his game a world of good. And if he still has that ambition कि मतलब खेलना है थोड़ा टॉप फ्लाइट क्रिकेट, तो भरत अरुण वाला एक्सपीरियंस विल बी मतलब इनवैल्यूएबल उसके लिए.
ये थोड़ा नार्सिसिज्म का एग्जांपल देखिए मेरे कप पे. Okay, Nitin is back. We'll start taking some questions from our subscribers. Thanks a lot for everybody. Plus एक बार भेजिए सवाल ताकि हम लोग को एक में हम लोग सबका ले पाए सवाल. Okay, Nitin, this question is for you. मानिकप्रीत सिंह कह रहे हैं अब तो कंफर्म हो गया कैम ग्रीन केकेआर के पास चला गया, because he's putting 2 and 2 together and saying that because Andre Russell has been released, Cam Green will go to KKR. But my question is, Nitin, will Cam Green last that long? अभी आपने ले लिया उसको अगले महीने at the auction. Will he last come IPL?
He had a pretty good season for MI when he was here for that 1 year in 2023. I think he scored 100 against KKR when it was a must-win game for MI to qualify as the number 4 team. Um, he's a very attractive prospect, Chandresh, and I think he won't go less than 20 cr, 18 cr. So uh, it's pretty obvious that KKR are trying to free up that amount of purse um, for them to to, to 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 target him, and they need a marquee cricketer now. After they've lost Andre Russell, Sunil Narayan probably is the only uh, what only saleable face that they might have. So they need also a guy who can finish games, or who can also bat in the top of the order. They need to maybe find a spot more regularly in the top of the order for maybe Ankrish Raghuvanshi, somebody who did not get too many overs last time, um, and maybe they will also need to be in the auction. They'll also have to decide on a captain if they get rid of Ajinkya Rahane. Has Ajinkya Rahane been released?
We don't know as yet. We don't know. We are waiting to see. Sahil, what's the update? Has Ajinkya been released?
So we are getting the releases of CSK right now as we speak. Jadeja traded, Pathirana released at 13 CR, Devon Convoy released at 6.25 CR, Rachin Ravindra released at 4 CR, Sam Curran traded at 2.4 CR. So this is what we know of CSK right now.
The one good thing for CSK is that they won't have problem of who is Rachin and who is Andre Siddharth. So, Pratyush, what do you make of this announcement by CSK?
I think it was on the cards. Matisa Pathirana will mostly head back to CSK. The rest, I think, I doubt. I mean, Rachin Ravindra at 4 CR was, I don't know, it was a steal. I think Rachin Ravindra is a very quality player. I mean, agar aap aage, if you're looking forward, I think he is a quality player. Devon Conway was hot and cold. There's one season where he opened with Ruturaj Gaikwad. So maybe they are looking at Rutu and Sanjay Samson will, and Ayush Matre is also there. Maybe their top three is sorted now with Devil Brevis at 4, and then I mean, surprisingly, they have not released Deepak Huda, Vijay Sankar. I was hoping that they might let go these players also. Maybe Deepak Huda can bowl, both of them can bowl those 1 or 2 overs. That's the reason. But I think Rachin Ravindra, they could have like kept Rachin Ravindra, quality player, quality player.
Nitin, is it possible that they could buy back people like Patirana and Rachin Ravindra? Nitin?
Yeah.
Somebody's phone is. Nitin, you're on mute. Somebody's phone is constantly buzzing.
No, I mean my phone is not buzzing. So
Okay, fine. Yeah,
am
what
I
do you think?
audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Do you think that they can buy back people like Patirana and Ravindra from the auction at a lesser rate?
I think that's what it might be their intention. Though
Sorry, sorry,
I
sorry.
don't think.
KKR release coming in. KKR releases coming in. Andre Russell 12 CR. Venkatesh Iyer 23.75 CR. Quinton de Kock 3.6 CR. Moin Ali goes out 2 CR. Andre Nokia goes out 6.5 CR.
Yeah. Okay. First, Nitin, your thoughts on these releases by KKR? They have freed up a lot of their purse.
Yeah, so now I think they can really enter the auction and be aggressive. So Cam Green obviously is one, but they will also have to look for a captain, Chandresh. They do not have a cap. Last year's decision to have Ajinkya as captain, I thought was a terrible decision on their part. Plus, they will need a pace bowler uh, because what last year who did they have? They had Spencer Johnson, is it? Did they have
Yeah.
Spencer Johnson last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, and he did not really fit the bill. So they really struggled to contain teams and also chase down modest totals. So they were kind of stuck at two ends. They lost people like Mitchell Stark, Shreyas Iyer from the previous season. So they will need a proper backup, and they will need a finisher like Andre Russell. So Cam Green, I think, fits the bill, provided I'm sure even CSK is going to gun for it with the kind of money that they will have.
Okay. Sahil, what else? What is the update? What else is the
No, I
update?
think we should be hearing about Mumbai Indians very, very soon. But from what we have heard, okay, so Mumbai Indians player released are Satyanarayan Raju, V. Stopley, KL Srijit, Karan Sharma, Arjun Tendulkar traded, Vignesh Puthur, interesting, Lizard Williams, Mujibur Rahman, and Bevan Jacobs. So I think the big takeaway is they've released Vignesh Puthur, who was their pilot project last season, the Chinaman, young Chinaman. He has been released. And the three trades, as we have mentioned already, Mayank Markande, Shardul Thakur, Sherfin Rutherford are in. Am I?
So, Pratyush, how do you see these
Yeah.
releases? You already know some of
The
the dates.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I fail to understand MI's uh, this trading, the need of Sardul Thakur and Sarfan Rutherford. Mike Markande can say that it's a steal, it's still cheap by 30 lakhs something, but like Sardul Thakur, yeah. I don't know. I mean, Vignesh Puthur has done reasonably well before he got injured and all. MI का भी, I mean, थोड़ा panic mode लग रहा है. Like CSK, MI also looking वो panic mode उनका लग रहा है. But they have kept their core, that's for sure. And it's a team that will go again as a favorite. I mean, look at the side. I mean, India का ही देख लो. रोहित शर्मा, सूर्य कुमार यादव, तिलक वर्मा, रैन रिकल्टन, हार्दिक पांड्या, नमन धीर, I mean, Mitchell Santner, every Trent Bolt,
Will
Bumrah,
Jacks.
Deepak Chahar, Will Jacks, that m- Corbin Boss, the South African. I mean, it's a solid team. I think this team should. I mean, they should start as favorite, hands down. But थोड़ा सा इनका panicking
Big,
लगा.
big, big,
Sarfan
big, big.
Rutherford,
Both Thikshana and Hasranga have been released by RR. Both.
it
Oh,
was.
Oh, so we were
Oh,
thinking कि हसरंगा शायद
and
रखा
Nitish
जाएगा.
Rana also.
नीतीश
and
राणा
Nitish
तो दिल्ली
Rana.
ट्रेड हो गया, वो तो सुबह ही ट्रेड हो गया था.
Huh.
संजू सैमसन obviously traded to CSK. Both spinners Hasaranga and Thikshana have been released.
So that frees up roughly about 9.7 crores.
Yeah, yeah, and Nitish Rana also 4 crores. I think it's an all cash deal, no? Even if you got Ferreira for 1 crore, you got Ferreira for 1 crore, but you still have 3. So I think 10-12 crore free up कर लिया है इन्होंने.
Okay. Nitin, the former champions, KKR, Chennai, and Mumbai, do you think they're pressing the panic button or they're being sensible?
Mumbai, I don't think they have pressed any panic button. I think they have retained their core. I think CSK generally they do not release players. I mean, the whole bit of releasing Ravindra Jadeja was a bit strange, but uh, I mean, I don't know how it works out. Why has Jadeja's fee gone down from 18 CR to 14 CR? I mean, if one of you can just explain to our viewers as well as to me, because how does a marquee cricketer's fee when he's been traded go down from 18 CR to 14 CR?
Sahil, you want to take that?
Yeah. Yeah, so Nitin bhai, there are three things as far as the trade is concerned. First is a clear all cash deal. So in the other two situations, there is something called a negotiated increase and there is something called a negotiated decrease. So negotiated increase is when a player exceed after negotiations, uska value is increased. Say for example, Sanju was at 18. After negotiations, it was decided between the buying and the selling party that the trade will happen at 24. So a negotiated increase, the 6 crore increase will not be shared for the masses, but that 6 crore profit will be shared between the player and the franchise which is letting him go. So that's a negotiated increase. Now, as far as decrease is concerned, what happened for Jadeja here is he has come down from 18 to 14. Now, why they brought him down to 14, that negotiated decrease will probably helped Rajasthan Royals to also squeeze in a Sam Curran in that deal. So that entire transaction becomes a 16.4. So as per the IPL player rules and everything. So you have these three scenarios where you can, within the rules, do that. So that is what happened with Jadeja, and it allowed RR to get another player, and it happened with Jadeja's consent. Now, why would Jadeja take a cut? Because Jadeja has now taken a cut, but there will be a commercial agreement separately with Jadeja, which would look to compensate for the drop in the market price which he suffered for coming to Rajasthan Royals. So that commercial contract के अंदर अगर उसको 10 sponsorship मिल रही है, he'll probably ballpark 8 CR for that. He'll probably make more sponsorship appearances. So that's how they'll compensate that 4 crore cut drop. So that's within the rules and it's allowed.
Okay.
I think
Let's take.
Punjab खुला है. Punjab Maxwell गया, I think.
Yeah, I think Maxwell, English, Hardy, Kuldeep Sen, and Praveen Dubey. I think these are some of the releases that I can see.
So they've retained Mushir Khan then. Good. Suyansh Hegde is also retained then.
Is Suryan Shegde or Suyan Shedge?
Shedge,
Shedge.
yes. So Maxwell, Hardy, English are the three releases. Maxwell 4.2. So I think अभी प्रीति जिंटा के पास ज्यादा शॉपिंग करने को रहेगा नहीं अबू धाबी में, पैसा ही नहीं है. अभी शांत रहेगी इस बार ऑक्शन टेबल बहुत ज्यादा. प्रीति जिंटा will be without action. Ashish Nehra will be without action. RCB will be without action. Who else? MI will be without action. So SRH, Delhi Capitals, ये लोग करने वाले हैं. KKR.
Okay. So it's going to be interesting. Nitin,
Okay, RCB,
what do you make?
RCB is in five releases for RCB. Swastik Chikara, Mayank Agarwal, Tim Surfett, Manoj Bhandage, Lungi Ngidi, Blessing Muzurbani, and Mohit Rathi.
And Liam Livingston.
And Liam
Yes, sorry.
Livingston.
I miss Liam Livingston. हाँ. So roughly मोटा मोटी 10-11 करोड़ इन लोग ने भी खाली कर दिया. 10-12 करोड़. And Yash Dalal retain कर लिया. That's a big vote of confidence, यार.
No, I told you yesterday that all his troubles are solved.
Troubles are solved.
Yeah.
अरे हाँ sorry, उसका lawyer is a big shot. मैं बताता हूँ आपको lawyer
अरे
कौन है.
जितना मर्जी बड़ा शॉट हो भाई.
अरे DDCA का दूसरा खेमा, 1983 वर्ल्ड कप विनर का खेमा का.
Oh.
Ian Botham.
Okay. So Nitin, first coming to you, Maxwell and the English, these two releases from Punjab. What do you make of that?
English was a bit of a surprise because he played a couple of impactful knocks last season, and I think he's going to go big in the auction. So one of the franchises is really going to go for him. Strange that Ricky Ponting, in the presence of Ricky Ponting, English has been released because they need because he was also keeping wickets. So now they'll have to look for a wicket keeper also. Um, and
SRH have retained Anvik Klassen at 23. Mulder is out, Abhinav Manohar is out, Atharva Taide, Sachin Baby, Simarjeet Singh, Mohammad Shami is
Zampa.
traded, and Zampa and Rahul Chahar go. So the only spinner left is Zishan Ansari.
Okay, Nitin, go on.
yeah, so I was I was talking about Josh English. I mean he has been he won you a couple of key games last season,
Yeah.
and he's also one of the top Aussie players across formats. So a bit of a strange call there because Ricky Ponting is in charge over there. Maybe they are not very happy with the kind of form that he displayed in the India series. But he is one of the keepers, reserve wicket keepers for the Ashes. So and he's a gun white ball player, as we saw in the Champions Trophy. In that game against England, where Australia chased down 350 plus. So a bit of a strange call over there. Maxwell, I think, was expected, and as Dwaipayan wrote yesterday, I think CSK will be looking to looking to get him in and looking to buy him in during the auctions because they are someone who want a spin bowling all round, someone who can give them 2 or 3 overs, especially on a surface like Chekhov, and also gives them that finishing kick, something that they've always lacked. So yeah, strange call with English, but not so strange and completely expected with Maxwell.
Okay, Delhi Capitals is just coming off Faf Duplessis, Jake Fraser McGurk, Siddiqullah Atal, Manwant Kumar, Mohit Sharma, and Darshan Nalkande. Perfect segue to bring in Didi over here to talk about this. Didi, welcome to the chat. What do you make of these changes by Delhi Capitals?
Uh, I think they should have kept Faf Duplessis. He came for base price and an utility player unless he's playing very poorly across the franchisee leagues that he plays. He knows IPL dynamics, understands how to control an innings, just like Josh Inglis. Like he's one of those players when you get him for so cheap. I don't know what is the pressing reason to let him go. So the that is the only surprise. Jake Fraser McGurk had to go. He has been found out on Indian conditions, and anybody who he doesn't get picked in the Australian T20 team also. So it's good that they let him go. The rest is fine. Rest is okay. Rest are smaller players, but they should. I think as far as I am concerned, Faf should have stayed, and KL Rahul is there. Like that's the big news, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that was the point of
yeah,
contention whether KL Rahul will be there or not.
yeah.
So KL is there. So that's those are sane decisions taken. That's a very sane way of going about things. So good, good. Like there were nothing extravagant, nothing to like over the top, and they have I think a good team to work on. 20 crore, maybe one marquee player, and that's that.
KL Rahul is actually needed more in Kolkata right now to win the Test match for India. Didi, I don't know what's happened to your ground over there. Today, 15 wickets fell and 27 wickets in 2 days. This is too much. You guys don't want to enjoy the weekend also properly.
No, but the point is, KL Rahul will not be needed to win this test match. This test match is over. It's a 75 target. So what else do you need?
You know,
And
they still have 3 wickets in hand.
so they will score another 15. Uh, so
50.
yeah, 75 80 target. South Africa lost it in the first innings. If they had got 225 230, they would have had a chance. They would have won the test match. They would have had a
Okay.
not. Yeah.
Okay, now update coming from Gujarat Titans. Mahipal Lomror has been released. Kareem Jannat has been, I think, That's I think that should be the end of him in the IPL because we saw how he bowled last year. Also gone is Dasun Shanaka, who came in as a late replacement for I think it was Glenn Phillips, if I'm not mistaken. And Gerald Kodzi is gone, and Kulwant Kejrolia has gone. Gurnur Brar, who came in as a replacement, is not going anywhere. He'll go only after he makes his India debut in Test cricket. Sahil?
गुरनूर ब्रार कहीं नहीं जाने वाले जीटी से भाई. लंबी कहानी है, फुर्सत में समझाएंगे. गुरनूर ब्रार is going to play. They rate him very highly.
Hmm.
They rate
That's
him
why he's
highly.
coming close. That's why he's coming close to making his India Test debut also.
Very close.
Yeah,
Very, very
very
close.
close,
Very
very
close.
close.
By the way, if you look at this Gujarat Titans, sorry, Lions is the women's team. Gujarat Titans lineup, Pratyush, it looks like
Mhm.
a like India's Test 11, almost India's Test 11. Na?
Almost, yeah. I mean, girl, Sai to नहीं almost क्या. Sai Sudarshan has been dropped now.
No, but he's part of the
So
squad. Na? Shubman,
squad में है.
Sai,
हाँ.
Washington,
Siraj, Prashid,
Siraj,
Krishna,
Krishna, Gurnur is coming
Rabada,
close.
Gurnod is coming close.
Yeah,
Washi,
Manav Sutar also is being
Manav
spoken
Sutar
about.
is also.
Yeah, yeah.
On the decent side, I think Gerald Kodze, they could have like kept Gerald Kodze. Maybe they'll get him back. He's a good fast bowler and a good
I
first
think they had a
option. I
problem
think
of plenty over there.
problem plenty absolutely. And एक I mean the Rabada है, so I think Rabada, Siraj and Prashid Krishna, and Ishan Sharma, our impact player, the legend of Ishan Sharma is just growing and growing. I mean his श्रवण कुमार देखेंगे तो बोलेंगे क्या कर रहा है ये, क्या कर रहा है ये, 100 टेस्ट खेल के ये 30-40 लाख के लिए आईपीएल खेल रहा है. सो बट हाँ ठीक है, पैसे कभी कम नहीं होते. बट
Okay.
हाँ सो बाकी तो टीम सॉर्टेड है. दे नीड जस्ट एक एक फिनिशर रोल में किसी को उठा ले. शाहरुख खान इज देयर, दे हैव रिटेन्ड द
Did
एसआरके.
he? Shahrukh has been really retained. Hey,
I really don't know why. Like, why have they written? Because we can't. Like, I have never seen him win any IPL match. He has been getting good money, but I have not seen him winning any IPL match for any team. But then I don't know. They have what 18 crores. They will. I'm very keen to see how they use Washington Sundar. Like Washington Sundar has been one player who has been highly underutilized since his first since his debut for I think Pune
RCB.
Super Giants. In place of Ashwin, he came in and played very well. But since then, he has always been very underutilized in IPL, and I hope Nehra will use him properly this year.
okay. Uh, Manikpreet Singh has a question for you, Sahil. He says, Sahil, by big news, ये है KKR का कैप्टन कौन बनेगा?
Varun Chakravarti, DD will have all the insights now. Varun
No,
Chakravarti
he
को
that day,
week
the other
off
day,
दे
he
दिए.
doubted. No, that day he doubted.
जिस दिन हमने डाउट किया उस दिन शाम को TNCA ने अनाउंस कर दिया कप्तान उसको.
Announce कर दिया. Um, जिंदगी
तो
में
हो
पहली
सकता
बार
है.
की कोई कोई टीम को
हो
कैप्टन
भी
जैसे
सकता है.
कॉर्बिन बॉश has scored only one century in cricket itself, and that is in Test cricket. So, like, Varun Chakravarti has become the captain of any side. That's the Tamil Nadu side. Like, of course, Tamil Nadu is not the biggest thing, but yeah, like, वो घर में भी कभी कैप्टनसी किया नहीं है शायद.
बिग कॉल भी आ गया आपको उसके घर से.
हाँ.
I think ऋषि
नितिन,
का फोन
हाँ,
What is this? What is
ऋषि
this
का
with
फोन आया.
Chennai reporter and Varun Chakravarti, the very fine reporter and good friend of ours. When I said that Varun Chakravarti might end up playing for Champions Trophy, he said stretcher से बाहर निकालना पड़ेगा. If he'll bowl 10 overs, he ended up becoming the MVP of Champions Trophy. Another Chennai journalist, Chennai cricket reporter, he texted me. I texted him he might on a rank turner he might be useful. So then he said, "You want a ambulance in the ground or you want an ambulance out of the ground?" But there is something like अभी दोपायन sir is also saying कि घर
okay,
में ही
big
सिर्फ
big big
कप्तानी
update,
किया है.
big update. Big update coming from Lucknow. Aryan Joel, David Miller, Yuvraj Chaudhary, Rajvardhan Angargekar, Akash Deep, and Ravi Bishnoi all have been released. First thoughts, Nitin? Akash Deep, Ravi
Ravi
Bishnoi,
Bishnoi. Ravi
yeah,
Bishnoi release is a bit of a shocker,
David
really.
Miller also.
Although last year I thought he did not bowl very well. He went for quite a few runs last year. Um, but last year also their campaign was a bit they failed to defend big totals, and their Rishabh Pant's captaincy I think was a bit he seemed to be under the weight of his price tag, so which did not really. But that other guy Rathi bowled quite well, so maybe they feel that Bishnoi is a bit of a surplus. But I think there'll be teams who will go after him, and I hope that that he has he finds a good team and a good captain. I thought he Ashwin, I thought, or what? Which year did he play for Punjab? 2020. KL Rahul. KL Rahul. He played under KL Rahul, right? Yeah, I thought KL Rahul
Yeah.
used him quite decently.
Hmm.
But he needs a decent captain who helps him not only have a good IPL season but also maybe chart a comeback into the Indian team, because he's suddenly fallen off the radar after featuring in quite a few successful campaigns. I thought he bowled pretty well in that game at Bangalore against Afghanistan, where he pulled that game out of the fire really. So a quickish leg spinner, very good fielder. I hope that some other team where will suit him. He'll have a good season.
Okay, everybody's wondering if DD is getting calls from Thala to attend the auction meeting because the way he's talking, it's sounding very like he's dictating the terms on that. In the middle of all this, Sahil and Pratyush, we've got a tweet or an ex post by Harbhajan where he's saying Test cricket India versus South Africa. The game almost over on second day isn't finished yet. What a mockery of Test cricket! And this is the venue where
हरभजन ने
Harbhajan
हैट्रिक लिया.
hat-trick लिया था,
And his
and then
godfather,
हरभजन के गॉडफादर प्रेसिडेंट है सीएबी के.
president, CBK.
मतलब like I think sometimes we assume a bit too much about some people being somebody's yeah.
ऐसा क्या? तो थोड़ा
ऐसा.
क्लियरली
देखो,
बताओ ना.
No, but I'm
be
just
very,
saying.
let's be very frank. This had nothing to do with the association. Like, this is not CAB's doing. They had to do this on gunpoint. Like,
So you think
this
Gambhir
was-
is interfering?
Yeah, of course.
there has to be. It is not CAB's doing. This is not an
They
Eden Gardens
spotted
track.
the pitch
This,
2
this,
days
this
ago.
has never been an Eden Gardens track, and it cannot be an Eden Gardens track.
My thought goes back to that ex post by an astrologer who said that this is going to be a historic test match. And when I brought that up, DD said, will it be a tie? DD, the test match ain't over yet.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like had it ended in 2 days, I think it would have been historic in a sense that it would have
No,
been
no,
the quickest.
Mumbai beat you to that in 2004. So then forget that 2 days test
Mumbai
match.
beat?
You
No.
Wankhede,
At Eden Gardens. At Eden Gardens.
no, he's saying it will be a historic test match, which means that it is not something about 2 days.
So
It's something about the result.
Ahmedabad also was a
अहमदाबाद का
pink ball match.
अहमदाबाद का गृह प्रवेश 2 दिन में हुआ था. The Akshar Patel series.
No,
Pink
I'm
ball
saying maybe
Pink
that
ball.
venue itself, like Eden Gardens itself, is historic. So.
But did you see Full House today also, guys? Anyone of you?
No,
Because
no.
No,
Dada said
40,000
it's a
spots.
sold.
Like 45,000 people. What full house? Like it's a 68,000 70,000
Dwepen-
stadium. 40,000 लोग होएगा तो ठीक है ना.
Then Dwependa, we are not doubting that. We are just asking because Mr. Ganguly had come out and said that test match is sold out. That's why we are asking.
No, he is a man of hyperboles. He has always been. Like, so,
He also said that they have been forced, for the first time, they have been forced to sell complimentary tickets. So
okay.
how can you sell complimentary tickets? I don't know.
Baseball का जमाना है दादा. Baseball का जमाना है everyone.
Even Ravi Shastri criticized the pitch on commentary. Were
Yeah,
you
did he?
surprised by that? Yeah, he did. He called
His
it very
entire
Been a very bad pitch. Yeah. been a
बट
bad
लाइक
pick.
ठीक है, रवि शास्त्री को नहीं बोलना चाहिए यार, उनके
No,
कोचिंग में तो मतलब खेत में खेला है, लिटरली अखाड़े में खेला है, तो मतलब
There's this
No,
question from
no,
I.
no, that I
प्रोड्यूसर
have
साहब
just no,
सवाल
I
लेते
will
हैं,
just
जरा हटा दीजिए। प्रोड्यूसर
एक
साहब,
बार
ये सुपर चैट
I will
हटाइए, हम लोग सवाल पूछेंगे। हाँ, बोलिए।
I will just contradict Pratyush on that. Like Turner is fine. I don't have a problem in if India dishes out a Turner. Turner India में होगा तो Turner तो होगा ही. When we go to New Zealand, we play on green tops. But this is not a Turner. This is variable bounce. Ball is up and down, up and down. This guy on such a pitch many years ago there was a test match that was
कॉल्ड
abandoned,
ऑफ।
called off. So it is as bad. Like एक ही जगह से एक बॉल ऊपर जा रहा है, एक नीचे जा रहा है on day one. So that
All the
sort of
all the problem is at the High Court end, where the
Yeah.
lawyers are. So, and also Jolly LLB was released yesterday. So, like you can imagine. Anyways, going back to the IPL retentions, that's why we are assembled here today.
Kolkata
Ayush
Knight Riders
Jindal,
has a purse remaining of 64.3 crores.
yeah,
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Who's that?
Kolkata.
KKR.
Kolkata Knight Riders, they will buy a team.
Yeah.
कैम ग्रीन तो आज मुझे अभी फियर क्या है, कैम ग्रीन पे 24 करोड़ खर्चेंगे और वो इंजर्ड हो जाएगा आईपीएल के लिए, क्योंकि वो इतना वर्कलोड उसका बढ़ने वाला है अभी एशेज में, टी20 वर्ल्ड कप में.
But watch out for the possible opportunity for RCB, because Hazelwood, I don't see him like
Yeah.
coming for the IPL. He's already missing the first Test match.
First test match.
And then
Ashes.
has to play the T20 World Cup also.
Yes. Yes.
लंबा क्रिकेट है.
Uh, Anyways, Ayush Jindal has a super chat for you, Sahil. He says, Sahil bhai, your views on LSG's retention, as they have retained all three, Avesh, Mayank, Mohsin, any fitness news, and please tell players which they would target. No, कल ही किसी ने बोला था अपने शो पे ही कि they have spent money on them, तो मतलब वो जो
वसूली होगा.
जैकी श्रॉफ वाला पिक्चर था ना, मेरे मुंह ने भूल ना जाना तुझे, दूध का कर्ज है चुकाना, वो वाला हिसाब है.
देखो अभी मयंक का तो प्रत्युष ने कल परसों ही किसी से बात किया था, तो he has started bowling at the NCA last week. He is bowling, but with Mayank it's a very very risky bet here. Unless he gets his action right, I don't see Mayank Yadav playing 10 games in the IPL. That's a long way off. Even if he undergoes मतलब ऐसा rehab कि he gets that body of steel, the biomechanics need a lot of work, which unfortunately no one is addressing right now. Avesh Khan is still injured. He's not in the reckoning for Madhya Pradesh, and he's still recovering. Maybe later in the season you would see him play Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy or Vijayadhara Trophy, but लाल बॉल तो नहीं खेलने वाला. रही बात मोहसिन की, मोहसिन ने रिकवरी कर लिया है, बट मोहसिन का क्या, प्रत्युष, यू स्पोक टू द कोच राइट, व्हाट इज हिज सीन?
मोहसिन का एक प्लेयर तो शुक्ला जी का रहेगा यार, मतलब टीम में एलएसजी में.
तो सिर्फ एक थोड़ी होगा अभी, बहुत सारे.
हाँ मतलब अभी तो मोहसिन का वही है. मोहसिन इज अनदर लाइक क्लासिक एग्जांपल दैट ही कांट स्टे फिट. He can't
but
play
he's-
back to back 3-4 T20 matches. So, like as I mentioned in the last previous show, that the bowler burst onto the scene bowling 150 click, and Ricky Ponting ने तो बहुत ही ये कर दिया था, इतना बड़ा bowler, ये this that. Last season he was bowling at 127, 128. तो
and I
मतलब कहीं
think
ना कहीं वो तो एक problem है.
they need a lot of spinners for sure. Digvesh Rathi can't be your frontline spinner even after the kind of season he had. वो मतलब राठी का तो मैं विद अथॉरिटी बहुत कुछ कह सकता हूँ. वो द सक्सेस विल गो टू द हेड वेरी वेरी सून, एंड so you need an experienced spinner around Rathi. He can be your impact bowler, but he also needs to work very hard, because first season में एक shock and surprise आया था. He came out of syllabus for a lot of franchises, and the kind of video data you have right now, and if you play Rathi like a off spinner or a leg spinner, फंसोगे आप. उसको as a googly bowler खेलो, क्योंकि उसका बॉल ही एक है. He just has that one surprise ball which goes straight. Otherwise, the balls will come in and they'll come in very fast and turn sharp. Abhi tak teams would have figured that out, and that's probably
And you already have Rashid Khan and Maninder Asram doing similar things.
DPL
DPL
में
में अभी
figured
figure
it
out हो गया
out
था
ना.
Marathi.
उसको इतनी मार पड़ी है.
Nitish Rana
बहुत
hit him
मार
for
पड़ी है.
44 in 2 overs, just reverse sweeping him for sixes. So he's not a bad bowler. He's a very hard working kid. I've seen him from very close quarters. But it's all that कि मतलब अभी जितना franchises के पास data और videos रहती है, you need to keep evolving every season. Even someone like Rashid Khan has been struggling for the last couple of seasons, whether that's back, whether that's rhythm. But Rashid
That
Khan
is
hasn't
back,
been the
Sahil.
Rashid Khan hasn't been the Rashid Khan of SRH at GT, except that opening good season. So पकड़ लेती है टीम्स. अभी नेक्स्ट सीजन देखना, ये प्रियांश आर्या का एकदम से हवा बना, वेरी गुड फियरलेस क्रिकेटर. वैभव सूर्यवंशी is setting the stage on fire. Just give franchises or teams some opportunity and just allow them to come back. You'll see them very prepared for players like Priyansh, Vaibhav Suryavanshi to come and take the world by a storm. So spinner, coming back to LSG, spinner चाहिए, अच्छे spinners चाहिए. एक लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर लो. शाहबाज को आपने इतना अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं दिया. एक
They
अच्छा
have two left arm spinners, M
दूसरा
Siddharth and
कौन?
Sabaz. M Siddharth, जो
एम
अंडे
सिद्धार्थ, दे
सिद्धार्थ
ट्राइड.
और रचिन रविंद्रा जैसा
Yeah,
दिखता
yeah,
है.
yeah, yeah.
या
So,
एम सिद्धार्थ,
so
या
वो हाँ.
Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo has a question, and Nitin, this for you. Imagine RCB buying Russell and reigniting him. Remember, RCB picked players like Bhuvi, Krunal, who people thought were finished.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem is, if uh, I think he'll go to a team like maybe LSG. Uh, he
Don't
that's
be surprised if CSK go for him.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a question. That's a question from
yeah,
somebody that
yeah,
can
yeah,
CSK go for Russell?
Hmm. There is a
Did he?
massive chance because he's kind of bowling also those cutters that
yeah.
works very well on Chepauk tracks. He has the experience. See, he's a at least he can win at least 4 games, 3 or 4 games on his own. He can be that Shane Watson. What Shane Watson did in his last 3 years for CSK, I think Andre Russell can easily do that in CSK because CSK does not pressurize players too much. It's a different, at least it used to be. It is changing. It has changed a bit of late, but uh, it is a different kind of a franchisee. So I won't be surprised if they go for Andre Russell, unless this idea of youth, etc., has become like too, like too overbearing. If that is the case, then I don't know. But if they have the semblance of the old CSK philosophy left in them, then they may very well go for them. Russell.
He could go to LSG also. I mean, they also need somebody like him.
But in LSG, he will invariably fail because the pressure is so much.
Hmm.
Uh, the owner actually, like it.
The pressure
Again,
is so much. The pressure at LSG is so much कि कैप्टन फोन के मैच के बाद फोन स्विच ऑफ कर देता है. So वो बहुत.
Okay, Sahil, there's a question from Arvind Atreyas. He says, Sahil bhai, why you fail to break your own Nitish Rana trade news?
Nitish
And
Rana is
also,
not mine, not at all. And I wasn't even pursuing him. Matlab, I don't even understand why Delhi Capitals have got him at number 3. They are going to bat him at number 3 because uske niche the position becomes way too low for Nitish Rana. Maybe they were impressed by what he did at the DPL, but dodgy fitness levels right now. I don't know where his priorities lie right now. Nitish Rana, he has come back to Delhi, was supposed to play the opening match against Hyderabad, had a back spasm, came back to Delhi. Ayush Doseja was played in place of him. Doseja has scored 550 runs in 4 matches, जो नीतीश राणा के एक सीजन में भी शायद बहुत एक बार आए होंगे. So I don't know with Nitish Rana. 4.2 CR is definitely overvalued. 1.2. He's a middling sort of IPL character. He'll give you an IPL which has two contrasting halves. He'll either start very well or he'll end very well. But that consistency, you will not find that. Whether that was at MI, whether that was at KKR. KKR, mein, I think he played the most. He was given captaincy. But you could never get those 600, 700 run seasons out of him. And even those 300, 400 runs didn't come at a consistent impact. They were like एक मैच में 80 आ जाएगा, फिर एक में 10 आएगा, फिर 2-3 सिंगल डिजिट आएंगे. That doesn't help any side. So I have my reservations with regards to playing that punt on Nitish Rana. But maybe they are kind of expecting him to have that local venue information. But for the record, he hasn't played at the venue for the last 2 years. He was playing at Victoria Park in Meerut and Green Park in Kanpur because he was playing as a professional for UP. He just came back to Delhi this season. So I'm still divided on that. Nitish Rana.
Okay, Nirmal Parashar has a question. Didi is asking CSK's captain is Ruturaj or Samson?
Ruturaj, absolutely Ruturaj. Like, don't go by what Abhinav Mukund is saying on TV. Like, yeah, Ruturaj is the captain. Ruturaj is very much
What
the
is what is
captain.
what is Abhinav Mukund said?
Abhinav Mukund is saying that they are unhappy with Ruturaj's captaincy. They may do away with him as a captain. It is not happening. Ruturaj Gaikwad is the captain. Ruturaj Gaikwad is one of the guys who is making the team. Like, Dhoni has taken a back seat. Dhoni is not an active part of
So then,
decision
who's
making.
calling you? Is it Ruturaj who's calling you?
Allah.
But he like I will
See,
tell
guys,
you,
see how he's not answering the question.
so Ruturaj Gaikwad is not going anywhere. Like, he is the captain. Of course, if he fails this time, then there can be other things, other discussions that can come up. If he's like, if the team fails, like, wins one match out of eight, then because there will be a leadership group, and obviously Samson will be part of that leadership group. But the captain is Ruturaj.
चेन्नई का
Who
तो
will,
गुंडा एक ही है, like
who will
CSK
keep?
का there's only one.
Huh?
Who will keep?
That is the point. Like, I have done a story. You can see that I had mailed you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I haven't read it yet.
Nitin, just check your mail right now. We'll just wait for you to check. So you haven't mailed it to Sahil and Pratyush.
मैं अपना इनबॉक्स चेक कर रहा था, मुझे कुछ नहीं
वो
मिला. I'm hurt.
पेपर का पेपर के लिए है.
So he's biased towards print. He's
कल
biased towards
सुबह
print.
अभी इन्होंने कल सटनली टिपिकल डीडी फैशन आई वाज रीडिंग द पेपर इन द मॉर्निंग 7 o'clock माय ब्रदर हैड टू गो समवेयर, तो मैं सुबह 7 बजे उठ गया. सो अब ऑब्वियसली उठ गया हूं तो पेपर पढ़ लेता हूं. मैं पेपर पढ़ रहा हूं पढ़ते पढ़ते रिटेंशन स्टोरी तो आरानी वाला डिजिटल में लग गया था, तो मैं देख रहा था कि प्रिंट में कुछ चेंज हुआ कि नहीं हुआ. सटनली वहां पे बॉम्बशेल छोड़ दिया. द्वाइपन दत्ता हैज सेड दैट पाथिराना इज गोइंग आउट. मैं कहा बताओ बाबा, इतना बड़ा मतलब ऐसा चला गया वहां पे.
नहीं
But
नहीं,
कल
वो
हमने
चेन्नई पे बड़ा गया. लाइक
अच्छा, चेन्नई
लाइक
एडिशन नहीं देखा मैंने.
नहीं
Okay,
बट
दिल्ली पढ़ा.
अश्विन ने कल हम लोग शो कर रहे थे तब उसने
अश्विन ने एक क्रिप्टिक एक मैसेज
हाँ,
छोड़ा था.
Yeah,
वो
हाँ 10
then
और
I checked.
राणा दगुपति का फोटो लगाया था साथ में.
The moment I checked CSK, they said yes, they are letting him go. So yes, thanks to Ashwin that he gave me the tip.
अश्विन ने तो बहुत, इस साल तो अश्विन ने बहुत लोगों को बहुत मसाला बांट दिया है.
Yeah. He broke the Shardul Thakur story, I think.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And the beauty of that was Vimal Kumar is interviewing him. Even when he mentioned it, Vimal was sitting like this, as if nothing happened. So either it was his poker face or he was not interested because he just did not react. जब मैंने सुना, मैं कहा, oh God, what did he just do? He just announced the trade and announced with so much conviction that there is no coming back from there. And Vimal bhai is sitting like this. ऐसे वो हिले नहीं. मतलब अरे भाई, वो बम फोड़ दिया उसने, आप हिल नहीं रहे.
नहीं मतलब he's there to do positive work, not like you negative work. Super chat, Ayush Jindal has a super chat for 40 rupees who says, Nitin, this for you. LSG, will they target spinners like, because they're all in the market now, Vanindu, Zampa, Adil Rashid or Rahul Chair. All of them are there in the market now.
Adil Rashid could be.
I want to throw one more name in. Would you go for someone like a Muthusamy? There is also Tabriz Shamsi somewhere, Simon Harbour, or you will just stick to him for red ball cricket? These are all names.
I'll pick.
Akhil Hossain.
Vanindu
Akhil
Hasaranga.
Hossain.
Yeah. Akhil Hussain, yeah. But I think Vanindu Hasaranga and Rahul Chahar, both could be decent picks because Hasaranga bats also, and they both could be should be on their radar. Zampa, I'm not quite sure because even with Pat Cummins at SRH, he was not fielding it. So I don't know why he's fallen off the radar in terms of IPL. He's a brilliant T20 bowler for Australia, but somehow the other, apart from that one season where or where he got 6 wickets at Vizag for RPSG, I think, right? Am I right? Uh,
Yeah.
in one of the seasons, he got 6 wickets, and still they ended up losing that game. But apart from that, I have not seen him do very well in the IPL. So Pat Cummins also not fielding him or not making a space for him consistently at SRH. Maybe that's an indication. Uh, Suffers, I think, from the four foreigner rule. But I think Vanindu Hasaranga is an exciting pick for LSG.
Okay. Now, Manik Preet Singh has a question. Didi, can Bishnoi go to CSK?
Mm, no, I don't think so because they have Noor, uh, and I don't think they need a wrist spinner straight away. I don't think Bishnoi is the right fit for them at the moment. They need an overseas all rounder, a pace bowling all rounder. If they can, they will try to get a replacement for a spin bowling all rounder also, which can be Maxwell. Though pace bowling all rounder is their priority, and like a wrist spinner is not their priority at the moment because they have Noor, and Noor is likely to play every game. So yeah. But having said that, because it is an age of impact sub and Vishnu is an experienced player, uh, it can become an option later because it comes in bowls and like doesn't hold up a place. You do not need all rounders the way you used to earlier. So if in place of Jadeja, somebody like Bishnoi who can control the middle overs a bit,
And he's
bring
a
a bit of
fantastic fielder.
Yeah,
and a
very good field.
fantastic fielder. So in that way, they can look at if they are ready to forego the idea of having a spin bowling all rounder. Then maybe because Bishnoi, though I am saying he's a wrist spinner, but he has control. He has control. He kind of bowls that like bowls quicker through the air and has been successful in Chennai.
Okay. Uh, there's a question, Pratyush. Gokul has asked a question. What do you think, Matisha Patriana, which team will look to buy him? Or will he go back to
Uh,
Chennai?
Everyone will go for him. KKR, starting from KKR, I think. So it's pretty surprising that CSK has let go their pilot project. Uh, MS Dhoni was saying that he should not play red ball cricket. His action, his body is not suited for longer
He
format.
doesn't play red ball cricket. He
It doesn't
doesn't.
Yeah,
play
that's
also. It
because
doesn't play also.
they just needed validation
Can,
from MS
can,
Dhoni.
can, I- can
Uh,
I just say one thing? Like he has been let go of because of his remodeled action. Like he is and the injuries that he has suffered. So he is no longer the bowler that he was. So CSK think that he is not a 13 crore player at the moment. So that is why he has been let go for the. But they may try to get him back if they can get him back for a lesser price. But some others may be interested.
Okay. Nitin, one more question. Where's the question? Sahil is not here, but there's a question for Sahil. Uh, Glamex Creations as a question. Out of context, but do you think Gill is suffering from burnout?
Yeah, because
You think so?
I think so. I think what also puzzled me, Chandresh, was that fact that he has had this neck issue even in that New Zealand series in the first test in Bangalore. I think he missed it. He missed that test which India got bowled out in for 46. I think. I think that test also I think he missed because of a stiff neck. And
And
they
he
were
missed
showing
the World Cup also. He had an issue with the neck, right? If I'm
so
not
that
mistaken,
was
or was he
dengue.
unwell?
Dengue. He was having
Dengue.
dengue at that time. But here I think what they were showing visuals just after the injury that he suffered after playing that slog sweep. They were saying, I mean, they showed that he was having trouble with his neck even during the warm ups. So it's a clear case of I think his body not being able to take the kind of stress that he's being put through. Um, and I hope if he does pull through for the second test, I really hope that he gets the white ball leg off, and he gets a chance to maybe Uh,
I don't see him resting.
T20 leg off. I
yeah,
think he'll
T20
play
leg
the
off. T20 leg off.
ODIs. He'll.
Yeah,
Because his vice
T20 leg
captain
off.
is injured.
Yeah. So and so he should I really feel that he needs a break. He's been playing too much cricket, and you know
Okay.
it's really, I hope that we don't really lose him for a longer time.
Jayanta Jena has a very tricky question for you, Didi. He says, Didi sir, will CSK release Fleming this season?
No, no, not this season. Not this season, but this season could be in
Once
many
again,
ways.
not this season is the keyword, DDY. You have to
Yes,
elaborate.
not this season, because see, there has been a lot of things that have happened. They, for the first time, CSK has acknowledged that they got their auction strategy wrong. Like, I had a kind of a exchange of words with Fleming during a press conference when CSK was playing. Like, when I asked him that, did you get your auction wrong before, after the first match, he said, what do you mean? Uh, like, this is the way we play and we will be fine. And at the end of the fifth match, when they had lost 5 games, he came and said, okay, you were right, like, we got the auction strategy wrong. So they got the auction strategy wrong, and that, so they have changed everything, and changed everything means they have changed the philosophy. And and this change, the facilitator of this change of philosophy is largely down to Ruturaj Gaikwad, Stephen Fleming, and non Chennai administrator of CSK. So, uh,
Can you elaborate on that?
That's a bit cryptic.
yeah,
Because like people like Nitin and I are unaware. You and Sahil and
yeah,
Pratyush may be aware.
yeah. So, no, I will not elaborate. So,
This is like Krishna on Kapil Sharma show, laughing and saying, "मुझे आपसे problem है."
so yeah, I have said enough. So yeah, but the thing is,
Just tell us the alphabet with which his name starts.
no, so I
Is
coming
it
back to,
PQRS?
forget it. I didn't say that. So, yeah, in case if the
Okay,
team,
just before you go ahead, if all of you want to know the first letter of the name, please say yes, yes, yes in the chat window. Go on, Didi.
Yes. And a super chat will help. Super
Yeah,
chat
and
will
a
help.
super chat. Whoever wants to know the name of the non-Chennai cricket administrator, please say yes. Even if it is just the first letter, just say yes.
ए,
Yes, we're getting a lot of yes. We're
जो
getting a
भी
lot.
क्लिप्स जो भी क्लिप्स वायरल करता है ये वाला क्लिप जरूर काटना.
There's a lot of yes coming in. Please, whoever wants to know the name, first letter of the name, please say yes. Go on.
they have changed support staff also. They have let go of a like of the video guy who was there from the first season from 2008. He has also been released. Like, it's a completely new kind of an idea that they are trying to bring in. But if it fails this time, then there will be strong repercussions, because CSK is going against their nature by doing what they're doing. But having said that, they're also acknowledging they got it wrong last season. This Tripathi and Huda, etc., these are bad buys. Yeah.
Okay. There's a question. There's still a demand from everybody to know the first letter of the name, but we'll let that go for now. Sahil, what about SRH? What's the latest on SRH?
SRS, I think they're not giving themselves a fair shot at building that squad now. They don't really have a lot of money to play with. I'm afraid with 2022 CR, you can't really have a champion bowling attack now that you have let go of Mohammad Shami also. You need spinners, you need at least two quicks. You need someone to be that link between Andre Klaasen and Aniket Verma. And Aniket Verma is still, as I said, one season wonder. The last season he had 3-4 very good knocks. But this is where you become a good to a very good player if you do that in the season which follows your first season exploits. So middle order में आपको चाहिए आपको आई थिंक एक टॉप 3 के अंदर एक आप और रखेंगे ना, ऐसे नहीं जा सकते ब्लाइंड की, Travis said Abhishek and Ishan are your guys to do the job. So they need a couple of good batters in there. They need a completely rejigged bowling attack alongside Pat Cummins. They have a lot of shopping to be done, and it has to be smart shopping because with by retaining Klassen at 23, I think they've kind of lost the plot somewhere. They could have got Klassen back at even 18, 19, or 20, so be it. But at least it could have allowed you to be competitive in the auction with regards to other pieces which are more important than probably a Klassen in the middle order. So थोड़ा मुझे लग रहा है इनको ऑक्शन बहुत स्मार्ट ऑक्शन करना पड़ेगा. And this reminds me to that IPL mini auction in Kochi where KKR were in a similar position under Abhishek Nair and Chandrakant Pandit, where they literally just did uncapped player shopping in that season. So I think SRH need to be very smart with their buys. And unfortunately, you don't have a lot of Indian domestic players coming into the pool who are available and who are of that quality to make that starting 11. So थोड़ा फंस गया है SRH अभी.
Okay. Vishesh Dwar has a question. Nitin, I want you to answer that. He says, "Hi sir, off topic, but such pitches, as in the one seen in Eden Gardens, show lack of belief in one's ability and a weak mindset. A reason why we struggle at big stages because we are used to bending conditions in our favor and winning." Is it a fair question or a fair point?
Yeah, very much so. I think it's a bit of an insult to a crowd that has come in on both the days. 35,000, 36,000 yesterday, 40 plus thousand today. Uh, Wanting maybe to see a Rishabh Pant, Shubman Gill sadly got injured, but all of the batters who batted so well in England and in that second test against, in fact, in both the tests against West Indies, you don't get to see their skills on such pitches. It becomes a bit of a lottery. They tried doing something very very similar in the World Cup final and burnt their hands very very badly. Something that I'm sure Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid still regret. Trying to change the nature of the pitch. And when when I saw yesterday when that Bumrah wicket happened to Simon Harmer, uh, when that the color of that pitch at that time looked very similar to that World Cup semi-final 1996 pitch, almost similar. Where Sana Jayasuriya and Arvinda De Silva, everyone, just seemed like they were throwing hand grenades. Till Tendulkar was batting, that wicket looked perfect.
In
But as soon
fact,
as
in fact, people like Didi were throwing something at the from the crowd that day.
Nitin, that 1996 pitch was so criticized, but
yeah,
now we play test cricket on those tracks. Like
yeah,
every
yeah.
test match in India is on such tracks. Like
Although
I don't.
I think what happened was there was so much hue and cry made about that Kotla pitch, and Gambhir was so unhappy with the kind of hard work that his
Just
bowlers
because it
were.
was a good pitch.
Yeah, just because it was a good pitch, and it
Huh.
was also I think tactical mistake on the part of India having to try and enforce the
Enforce
follow
the
run,
follow
having
manner. Yeah.
bowled 80 plus overs in the first
Yeah.
innings. So I think Shubman Gill admitted that. So let's at least give the crowd a decent skills display of Indian batters. After Virat Kohli has retired, after Rohit Sharma has retired, Indian crowds and Indian public love to see milestones. They love to see records, batting records especially. So give it to them. At least make a pitch or make wickets like we had in 2024 against England, barring the first test in Hyderabad. I think all the pitches were decent pitches. So at least make those kind of wickets. This kind of wicket where the ball just explodes from the middle of the pitch, one ball hitting the bottom of the bat and going through third bounce to the keeper, and one almost knocking the batters' heads off. It really doesn't do justice to the skills of players of both sets of teams.
Okay, so off the matlab, as in like related to the IPL only, Dwaipan, uh, has Ajinkya Rane been released? No, he's been retained. if I'm not mistaken, by KKR. Dwepen, what's the thinking there? Is that a huge
Retain,
vote of
retain.
is that a huge vote of confidence? Thanks a lot for that, Sahil. Didi, is that a huge vote of confidence for Ajinkya?
No, but Ajinka came for such a low price, so it doesn't make a massive difference. And when you are a 1 crore player, and he kind of played well, he's a senior guy. He's not a he can be in the leadership group. He's not a disruptor, so there is no pressing need to release him. Um, so I think it was a sane decision to keep him. They are going into the auction with 63.4 crore. They can do they can get the 2 3 players that they really want to, and probably make one of them the captain, or maybe go for Varun. I don't know, but 60. I think it's fine. Like Ajinka, had he come for 5 crores, then I'm quite certain then they would have retained him. But it's the money. It's the money is so less that it didn't bother them.
Sahil,
Okay,
just forward this disruptor clip to Yashasvi Jaiswala.
Which one?
This
Yeah, we.
Ajinkya Rahane is not a disruptor.
वो किट बैग की सारी लाते याद है अजिंक्य राणे और यशस्वी जायसवाल को.
okay. Sayyid Nizamuddin, Sahil has not been updated as a, I guess he's asking again and again. Shami ka kya hoga? SRH is going to release him. Which franchise is going to target him? He may go unsold. बता दीजिए जरा.
LSG ना, LSG ले लिया
शमी
ना.
तो
नहीं,
हो
मैं कह
गया
रहा
था.
हूँ मतलब वो सो के उठे हैं इसलिए.
LSG has taken him in an all cash transaction at 10 CR, so he'll play for Sanjeev Goenka's team. Interesting, मजा आएगा. Sanjeev Goenka and Mohammad Shami. I'm anticipating something happening for sure. मुझे तो लग रहा है कुछ होगा. एक आना के उस मैदान में कुछ होगा, मजा आएगा. पर मुझे वो अजिंक्य रहाणे के ऊपर मैं आई वाज टाइपिंग समथिंग जब डीडी भाई बोल रहे थे. I kind of get that feeling that Ajinkya could even leave रणजी ट्रॉफी के बाद मुंबई के लिए खेलना. मुझे ऐसा फीलिंग आ रहा है कि मतलब अभी प्रेशर बहुत बढ़ रहा है
I
अजिंक्य
believe
रहाणे को.
I believe GGS was saying that there is some kind of a like a
Yeah,
announcement likely to happen. Even
yeah.
supporters of Mumbai Cricket have been posting on X, pointing out
But
that in the
that
last 3.
supporter of Mumbai cricket continues to change his stance even on Rahane every 3 weeks. अगर आप उसी का बात कर रहे हो तो.
It's like that famous.
Yeah, the wags of Mumbai cricket. If
Yeah,
you
no,
understand.
yeah, and also like like they say that petrol wala ad jo tha na makes it possible. Uh,
हाँ.
Nitin has understood. Yeah. Okay, Sanskar Gupta has a question. English, Nitin, this for you. English को आराम से 7-8 करोड़ मिल जाएगा ऑक्शन में. वो क्यों 2.6 करोड़ में रिटेन होगा? रिटेन नहीं हुआ ना, उसको भी रिलीज कर दिया.
Huh. I mean, but I'm sure given a choice, he would have liked to play for a side which is being coached by Ricky Ponting, and I thought he had fitted in very nicely
Yeah.
For Punjab. Although maybe if he has really realized that his worth is much higher, maybe he has asked for asked to be released. Also, you never know what the inside conversation between the player and the franchise is, but it's a little surprising that um, you know Punjab, if they have let him go, they have chosen to let him go because he's a gun T20 player, gun white ball player actually, and he fitted in beautifully at what number 4. I think he was batting after Shreyas Iyer, or maybe Shreyas Iyer was batting at 4 and he was coming in at 3. Um, and I think in that final also he was playing quite well till he was
Yeah.
caught in the boundary. Um, so yeah, a little bit of a strange choice by Punjab, but I think have they retained Mitch Owen? Have they retained Mitch Owen or they've let him go?
I believe they have.
They've retained
They
Mitch
have.
Owen.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so I think they have decent firepowers. That's why they have let him go, but they'll need a decent keeper. So
Jamie Smith. I think Jamie Smith could be on the radar of Rajasthan Royals and Punjab Kings. Fits
okay,
a middle order role. I think मतलब वो Jamie Smith has a good game.
Yeah,
टेस्ट
because
पे तो
they'll have to keep pressurizing Prab to keep and open. So
open.
But Prab keeps na Prab Simram to
keep.
was
I'm sure he'll keep.
Outfield also. When KL Rahul
Yeah,
was there, they were shuffling, keeping and
yeah, yeah,
outfielding. Even when
yeah.
KL was there, so Prab
I
can be in the outfield also.
I think Josh Inglis will be a fine fit for not too much money for KKR. Like KKR are looking for a proper wicket keeper, so
Yeah.
Josh Inglis can be a very good option. Very good
Yeah, I
option
think
for not too much money. They will get him within 5-7, I think so, because he's a for
acha,
a foreigner. Yeah,
Sahil, what about Ben Duckett? Will he come to the auction?
Depends. Completely depends on these English players. इनके दिमाग में कुछ अलग ही चालू. But he should now after the Ashes. What workload do they have after the Ashes? What England are not playing that much cricket also now. He should,
T20
but
World Cup भी
completely.
खेल रहे हैं.
हाँ वर्ल्ड कप भी खेल रहा है बट वही है चंद्रेश भाई इन लोग का प्रायोरिटीज कहाँ पे है अभी वो जानना कुछ समझ नहीं आता कभी कभी एंड
What about
इवन
Ben Stokes?
Ben Stokes I think unlikely if he has signed a contract with England cricket till
Yeah, 2 years.
2027
Yeah, 2 years
he would
contract.
he would want to maximize his England cricket time right now because for someone like a Ben Stokes IPL would take a lot of toll on his body batting bowling fielding travel 2 months is like taking away crucial England game time away from him. That's how I look at the Ben Stokes situation.
What does Ben Stokes does he play any other format other than
No, no,
red ball in for England? No,
no.
na?
No.
He may play IPL because
मिल
after
सकता है पर इनका भरोसा नहीं ना ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप के लिए बेन स्टोक्स को एसओएस कॉल चले जाए जैसे हु नोज बिकॉज ही वुड बिकम अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट प्लेयर इन दैट इंग्लैंड मिडिल ऑर्डर 50 ओवर वर्ल्ड कप के लिए आई एम
but
जस्ट थिंकिंग
बहुत
अब
but बहुत
बहुत
पैसा मिलेगा अगर खेलेगा तो.
खेलेगा और
If he
कमिट
comes if
करेगा
he comes to the auction, he will
नाउ
is
या
nothing less than 15 crores.
या या
Hmm.
Okay. What about Prithvi Shaw? Nitin, Prithvi Shaw, do you see him making a return?
Uh, I hope he returns. He'll come also pretty cheap if he does. Um, Someone maybe who needs an opener. KKR do they need an opener?
Yeah,
KKR
they
या
do. They
they do
do.
need an opener. Yeah. So he should be a decent buy for them. Um, Also, if and what who's and with Abhishek Nair there, I think he's somebody who will also straighten him out a bit. If if he goes astray, um, Shane Watson has worked with him at DC, so yeah. So
What if
KKR,
what if Prithvi goes to Punjab and plays alongside Mushir?
ah, that will be fun. That will be fun. Although already I think the MI dressing room will be fun with Shardul and Surya there. So that
हार्दिक
that should.
आल्सो हार्दिक
Okay,
एड्स
Hardik,
that,
अनदर
Hardik is okay, but Shardul and Surya, they have serious history. So
okay. I've just got a question, a couple of questions from somebody who's watching our show, a journalist. I'll not name him. He's asking to ask the panel about. We spoke about yesterday. What about Vipraj Nigam? He's playing for India A in Rajkot.
हाँ तो विपराज निगम कुछ नहीं होगा ना जब बोर्ड कुछ नहीं कर रहा तो फिर फ्रेंचाइज क्यों एक्ट करेगा व्हाई जंप द गन it's kind of actually up to the board right if the board is comfortable playing him for India A and these are not the only kids यार चंद्रेश भाई आप लोग के टाइम पे तो और रहे होंगे अगेन मैं आप लोग
ए,
का टाइम गलत
ऐसे मत
यूज
बोल यार मतलब ऐसे मत
मैं
बोल.
ये बोल रहा हूँ अच्छा प्री सोशल मीडिया टाइम अभी तो एक बहुत प्रोमिनेंट क्रिकेटर का बिफोर ही मेड इट बिग फॉर इंडिया smashing records for fun. His name also came up in a very
yeah,
serious scandal, right? So this is up to the board to take a call. So we are no one to kind of be the judges or the police here. और यश दयाल पे हमने अपना reservation sound किया because we thought that UP is not playing him in the domestic circuit, so we thought something is cooking there. Now that RCB have given him that vote of confidence, we are all for cricketers playing cricket because हम लोगों ने किसी को कैरेक्टर और मॉरल सर्टिफिकेट्स यहाँ बैठकर नहीं बांटने तो खेल रहा है तो खेलने दो हम तो क्रिकेट की बात करेंगे ना
Okay. Uh, Sanket Jaikar has a question. Why team owners empower captain over experienced coaches even after failures? Example Virat, Pant, Hardik. Nitin, do you want to take that?
But it's always been that way, no? Even for India, I think the between we have seen in the past, even when there have been conflicts between a player and a coach, I think the coach always loses out, and we have seen the same happening with football also. Apart from the famous Alex Ferguson and David Beckham, spat. Even whenever there is a coach and a player conflict, the coach always loses out. So, and the player sells always, the coach doesn't.
Okay. Gigi is back. Gigi, are you there?
Yes, surely. I'm so sorry. I was busy with my Ranji Trophy preview and a lot of this thing. So like that, Mumbai is playing
Okay.
Pondicherry away from the retentions, the whole world of retentions and everything.
Okay. Just we want to know one thing. Is this the final season of Ajinkya Rahane in Ranji Trophy cricket? Yes or no?
He's not playing. That much I know. Tomorrow he's got a back spasm, but you can't write him off. You never know. Another season he'll want to play. Then another season he'll want to play. It is the selectors who have to take a call in India, not the player. The players want to keep playing. Rohit Sharma wants to keep playing. So here it's the selectors who have to ultimately tell him कि भाई बहुत हो गया अब आप बाहर बैठो. अब ये बैक स्पैज्म आया है तो होपफुली बैक स्पैज्म लंबा चलेगा. तो लेट्स सी. I mean now इसके बाद तो break है. Then we reassemble after 2 months. So I guess he's bought himself time now. Obviously now they cannot. They will give him a few matches again. I guess it may be that there's understanding that has been reached between him and the selectors that come what may. जैसे धवल कुलकर्णी का लास्ट सीजन हुआ था, इनका लास्ट मैच जो है विल बी द फेयरवेल गेम of the season and of his first class career.
So will he play Vijay Hazare Trophy? Yes or no?
I really doubt it. I think last year he did not play because there was a theory that he was not named the captain. That is what my sources were telling me, that they were slightly upset about the fact that Shreyas was the captain in Vijay Hazare. So it could be that I don't think so. I really doubt. I think I have a feeling that he will not play in the white ball, particularly in Vijay Hazare. Maybe in Mushtaq Ali because he's been retained by KKR, right? And he's said to
Yeah.
be their captain. Looks likely amongst all the great lot of players that they have left with. So uh, I think he might end up playing in the Mushtaq Ali, but Vijay Hazare I doubt. I slightly doubt. But then again, at the same time, Ayush Matre hasn't been in great form. Won't be mostly available due to the under 19 commitments. Prithvi Shaw is not there. Ankush Raghuvanshi has remained a talent on paper only. Has failed to convert any of the chances that he has got. So I guess there is still scope for Rane to hang around. That is.
Okay. Nitin, Sanskar Gupta has a question, Sahil, for you. He's saying, साहिल भाई नगरकोटी को कोई लेगा क्या? शिवम मावी तो अच्छे रेट में जाएगा. 1.5 साल से इंजर्ड नहीं हुआ है.
नागरकोटी का मेरे को डाउट है यार, अभी खेल नहीं रहा है. शिवम मावी तो फॉर श्योर he was unfortunate not to find a buyer even after getting commitments from at least 4 franchises before the mega auction. इस साल also Mavi was asked to report to 8 franchises during the Ranji Trophy, but he was very clear in his head कि उसको अपना red ball season disrupt नहीं करना. He's in very good red ball rhythm right now. Scored 100 against Nagaland, took 5 wickets with the ball. So he's probably in his best shape right now with the body. I speak to him often. तो बोल रहा था कि भैया बॉडी तो इतना अच्छा कभी फील नहीं हुई है, एंड ही शुड गेट अ बायर. ही वाज वेरी क्लोज टू बीइंग साइंड एट एलएसजी एज अ रिप्लेसमेंट बॉलर लास्ट सीजन. शार्दुल से पहले मावी का ही नाम आ रहा था और मावी मोर और लेस सॉर्टेड भी था खेलने के लिए, but some people in the LSG camp weren't convinced, so they kept him in the squad, like kept him as a support bowler. He stayed with them for 2 months, but he wasn't signed. But this year, I'm hopeful franchises like Rajasthan Royals, even LSG, Gujarat Titans. Now, yes, because there were some players जिसके साथ Mavi had some sort of altercation when he was picked for 5-6 crores, or he did not play a single game. That one season जहाँ वो 6 crore का बिका था, but Mavi remained on the bench. So something happened in the GT dressing room which didn't go down well for Mavi as a player. But I think he should be getting couple of offers, couple of teams will definitely go hard for him. Even Delhi could go hard for him.
Okay. Sahil, with your permission, let's start taking final comments from all our
Yes, sir.
panelists.
Please.
Starting
It's
with you,
your
Nitin. Uh, Starting with you, Nitin. What's your take? Which side looks best placed going into the auction?
RR, I think. RR, they've already assembled a decent side, but in terms of cash, I think CSK and KKR.
Okay. Gaurav, which side looks best in your view?
Hmm. Right now, very difficult to say. I mean, I think GT look very sorted. GT look very organized. I think GT and
Uh,
RCB obviously most of the core is retained. I think so. Yeah, GT and RCB.
okay. What about you, Sahil? Which side looks best placed?
I think Mumbai Indians right now. They literally have nothing to do at the auction. They can just go have tea, स्नैक्स खाओ पॉपकॉर्न खाओ बिजनेस क्लास ट्रैवल करो 5 स्टार रुको वापस आ जाओ कुछ करने को है ही नहीं ऑप्शन में क्या करना है उनको 11 वो कल उतार सकते हैं सो आई थिंक एम आई आर मोर सॉर्टेड एंड अगेन इट वाज द केस लास्ट सीजन आल्सो वेयर वी डिड स्पीक दैट if this team doesn't win then it will not be for a cricketing reason and that was the case last season and we hope that it ends this season someone gets everyone in that room and tell them कि for god's sake अभी ये politics tweeting emoji सब बंद करो क्रिकेट खेलो और टाइटल लेके आओ दिस इज अ गन टीम एम आई हैव अ गन टीम दिस ईयर like Rutherford आने के बाद they actually pulled off a coup at 2.6 crore for Wankhede. Rutherford at 5 and 6, a left-hander who can go big. MI look very sorted.
But
Okay.
they've lost a key fast bowler
Yeah,
to
yeah,
to
yeah.
LSG.
Yeah, but would that helps LSG, no? Mohammad Shami sharing the new ball with the fast bowler.
Okay. And just to clarify, they don't need a business class. They have their own aircraft. Final word with you, Weapon. Uh, which side looks best placed going into the auction?
See, Mumbai Indians is the best team. I completely agree with Sahil. Like Mumbai, like it's a mystery to me how they did not win it last season. So, team-wise, Mumbai Indians is the best team, but it's very interesting to see CSK because CSK is going into the auction with a purse of 43.4 crores with only two or three spots to fill because they have 7, 8 absolute gun players. Like because of the debacle that happened and what they did and how they managed Deval Brevis, Ayush Matre, etc., etc. So, so they have about 8 gun players and they need to fill two, three player, get to one or two players for 43.4 crores. So they are also very well placed, I think.
Okay. So that's it for today. We've had a fairly long discussion on the IPL retentions and releases and trades and everything. Thanks a lot to Pratyush who had to leave early, Sahil, Dwaiper, Nitin, and Gigi. No thanks to you because you came late.
I'm
Uh,
sorry.
so, so, so punishment for you. No thanks for you. You just need to find out what is happening with Shubman Gill.
Shubman Gill, that overload. Mr. Nitin had rightly asked Mr. Agarkar at the press conference in Ahmedabad, what about his workload? That time Agarkar was not bothered. अभी देखो पता चल गया अभी गर्दन से शुरू हुआ है. I
So the
hope it doesn't
bottom
get.
line is, so the bottom line is, when they come to the press conference, if they see a TOI reporter, they need to be aware that they'll ask the right
But
question about
Gigi,
workload and they'll
Gaurav,
ask about retirements.
but Gaurav, ये next train होटल का पिलो से भी हो सकता है.
उसी से होता है
Uh,
इनको दैट इज द रीजन
अभी
व्हाई
कुछ भी
केएल
हो हम तो बोलेंगे
राहुल
वर्कलोड है अभी कुछ भी हम
Yeah.
बोलेंगे वर्कलोड है बस चाहे होटल के पिलो से हो चाहे बाथरूम में गिर जाए
You
चाहे
know,
सीढ़ी से गिर कुछ हो
had
जाए
that issue before. That's my
huh?
only worry. He's had that issue before in last year in that
oh,
Bangalore
he's had
test match.
अच्छा he's
Oh,
had it
Bangalore.
before
Oh, he had
Yeah,
that
he
before.
missed that
Okay.
Bangalore
Bangalore
test match
I'm very
wherein
keen to see
was
whether he
about,
plays the second test or not. Like
yeah, it
that,
looks doubtful.
yeah.
If
Uh,
it's a neck problem
and and
and not
and
just
if he
Bangalore,
hasn't batted today, given the situation of the match, like then it is quite severe. Yeah.
So if
so
he's not going to play,
will we see another bowler come batsman at number 4 then
No, Sai will come in and
yeah,
Pant will leave.
yeah, he
yes
also
definitely.
bowls. He also bowls. You're right, technically. He bowls left arm spin, doesn't he, Dwaiper?
4 की जगह 5
Does
spinners भी आ
he?
सकते
I don't know. I haven't seen Sai Sudarshan bowl.
But I
You
think
might need
अभी
five spinner.
अभी
You might
शो
need
खत्म
five
हो रहा
spinners
है.
in. You might
शो
need five
खत्म
शम्स
spinners
मलानी
in.
को भी ले आओ ना. शम्स मलानी can also bat. फिर 5 spinners हो जाएंगे. Who
No,
can
उसको
bowl
कॉल
and
आ रहा
bat.
है. डीडी को कॉल आ रहा है.
अरे,
I just hope there's a better pitch there though in
No,
Guwahati.
no, but
Yeah,
you
I
might
don't.
need.
I don't think it will be a better pitch because
Okay.
You're going
Guwahati
there.
not.
Didi, you are going. Didi, आप जा रहे हो ना? You are
Yeah.
going to Guwahati ना?
हाँ हाँ
अरे
हाँ
super
हाँ.
super fun है.
Chalo, but
बहुत बात कर रहे हैं.
but to let you know, but to let you know, because the light is going to be bad, you might need five spinners over there.
By the way, is Bauma getting an IPL contract as an apology for what has been said to him on the ground?
No, so but नहीं जीजी भाई वो गलत है. वो आपका acquisition गलत है. Nothing was said to him. Like it was. They were discussing
Yeah,
between
it was-
themselves ना.
Yeah,
मतलब-
yeah.
अभी टेक्निकली लोग बोल रहे हैं कि इनको पकड़ो, इंडियन प्लेयर्स को पकड़ो, फाइन करो, बट
So
आप देखो उन्होंने
Bumrah cannot be charged, right? On a serious note,
Why?
Bumrah cannot be
no,
charged.
because he did not say anything to Bavuma, right? They were
Bavuma,
talking like it's like you're passing a comment on someone and then you're discussing about that someone within your friends. That's completely different. तो
Yeah,
जब उसने
yeah.
Bavuma को बोला ही नहीं, तो आप क्यों चार्ज कर रहे
And
हो?
Sarfaraz in
but-
to Peluquayo happened because he addressed Peluquayo as Abe Kale
Yeah.
kya, whatever.
हाँ,
And
yeah.
this is not a racial this thing, so I guess
Yeah.
all the more.
No, even
mean, body-
if you are body shaming, you are not like एक तरीके से तो body shame किया ना आपने, but आपने body shame player को नहीं किया, आप आपस में कुछ बात कर रहे हो. That was picked up on stump mic.
Yeah.
So Indian team उसमें बोल दे कि that's a private conversation.
Base
Bloody well
price पे
reduce the stump mic volume.
base price पे एक IPL contract मिलना चाहिए उसको as a apology.
तो किसका मुंबई इंडियंस में करा दे क्योंकि बुमराह ने
हाँ
शुरू किया.
वो बुमराह को इसके बोलते बेस प्राइस पे आपके बेस पे पैसे कटेंगे और उसको बेस प्राइस पे लेंगे.
Acha, is it possible that Kuldeep might not play the next test match because of his marriage?
No,
अभी वो
no.
अरानी ने लिखा ना he has asked for leave. But वो
No,
No,
test
no, but
खेल
of
दिया.
course he will play the test match.
हाँ, test नहीं छोड़ेगा.
Of course he will play the test match. Like there is.
So
Maybe
then
the
why
white
will he
ball
take a break?
games, na?
So he'll take a
the white
break in
ball
March.
games.
शादी end of the
ODI
month
series.
है. Like
First
In-
one
in
day
the- in the
will
se-
miss, I think 30th wala.
I think पूरा सीरीज ही मिस करेगा अभी शादी है तो.
but
कौन सा
शादी
series?
is at the end of December, na?
Yeah.
November 30th.
November.
November 30th. November 30th.
November
Ranchi-
30th को शादी है कि December 30th को शादी है?
November 30th. That's what Orani had written.
Yeah, November 30th is the first ODI.
He might miss the
and
whole
Ranchi.
white ball leg possibly. I
हाँ,
think.
मेरे को भी लग रहा है कि ODI सीरीज मिस कर सकता है.
हाँ ODI
और
से
ठीक
big
भी
deal
है ना,
यार,
वॉशिंग
मेरे
को
को-
खिलाना.
White ball miss कर रहा है या सिर्फ ODI miss कर रहा है?
अभी कुछ पक्का नहीं है, अभी लीव ग्रांट नहीं हुआ है.
I am guessing
CY
the
का
whole
story
white
बोल
ball
रहा है
leg
कि
he will
लीव
miss.
मांगा है, लीव अभी इवैल्यूएट करके ग्रांट होगा. अभी एक कमिटी बैठेगा, उससे पूछा जाएगा आपका कितने फंक्शंस है, कितना केटरिंग
But-
है,
but
4
Sahil-
दिन 5.
Sahil, my
Clear
theory
cut.
once again comes into
Ah.
play, right?
Yeah.
I
But
don't
you
think
should-
it's a problem with Gautam Gambhir because
England
Gautam
tour
Gambhir missed the test match where India got ranked number 1 at CCI.
Yeah.
And Gambhir was attending his sister's wedding.
Yeah.
wedding. Yeah.
But
So I
but
think
Kuldeep
Gambhir
Kuldeep
is
should have chosen.
sympathetic.
कुलदीप शुड हैव चोजन द इंग्लैंड टूर ना. पूरे टूर में तो बाहर बैठे थे, आराम से शादी करके वापस आ
अरे
जाते.
उससे पहले शादी होना था आईपीएल के टाइम पे. वो
हाँ,
पुल
हाँ,
वो हो गया
correct,
ना
correct.
प्लेयर
Tour के
स्ट्राइक.
time पे. Yeah.
हाँ, शादी बेचारे का तभी हो जाता.
तभी हो जाता.
और उसमें प्रॉब्लम है ना, इतना स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड नहीं है क्योंकि गेस्ट वगैरह सब बाहर से आने हैं, बहुत दूर से आने हैं. तो
डेवन कॉनवे आईपीएल के बीच में शादी करता है, but anyways, Aaron
बोल
Finch
दो.
missed start of the IPL because of his marriage. Glenn Maxwell was his best man, so missed the IPL start.
By the way,
Because of-
ऑसीज से याद आया, जॉश हेजलवुड इज मिसिंग द फर्स्ट टेस्ट ना अगेंस्ट इंग्लैंड.
बट
We
वो
don't care
शादी के
about the
चक्कर में नहीं छोड़ रहा.
We don't
वो
care
शादी
about the Ashes. We don't care about the Ashes. Anyways, on that note, thanks a lot, gentlemen, and thanks a lot to everyone watching us. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on all our videos. We'll be back tomorrow. Review what will be the final day's play in the test match in Kolkata. And Pepan will hold you responsible if the match goes on to the 4th day.
No.
That's
You
it.
hold me responsible if the match goes beyond lunch.
What a superb wicket. Dada deserves big round of applause.
No, your namesake deserves a big round of applause.
How dare you, Gigi? How dare you accuse Saurav Ganguly in front of Bhagat? How dare you?
Chale. On that note, remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on all our videos. And thanks a lot. Sahil, Pratyush, Gigi, Dwapan, Nitin, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Till then, take good care of yourselves. Goodbye and God bless.